Good morning students. Welcome to the class. We are doing chapter number 4 of Sociology class 12th and the name of the chapter is The Market as a Social Institution. In today's session, we will cover the following topics: globalization, interlinking of local international market and the process of liberalization. So let us start. In the era of globalization, the world is becoming increasingly interconnected. The interconnections are not only economic but also cultural and political. The process of globalization involved a number of trends, especially the increase in international movement of commodities, money, information, people and development in technology. The main feature of globalization is the increasing extension and integration of market around the globe. It means that changes in a market in one part of the globe may have a profound impact somewhere else far away. For example, India's booming software industry may face a slump if the US economy does badly, as happened after the 9/11 attack on the World Trade Center in New York, leading to a loss of business and jobs there. The software, services, industries and business processes outsourcing, that is BPO industries such as call centers, are some of the major avenues through which India is getting connected to the global economy. Companies based in India provide low-cost services and labor to customers located in the developed countries of the West. We can say that there is now a global market for Indian software, labor and other services. Now we talk about the process of liberalization. The globalization of Indian economy have been due to primarily to the policy of liberalization that was started in the late 1980s. Liberalization is the process whereby state control over economic activities are minimized and left to the market force to decide. In general, it is a process of making laws more liberal and loosening of government rules and regulation on capital, labor and more liberal trades. Privatization of public sector enterprises, selling government around companies to private companies, a reduction in tariff and import duties so that foreign goods can be imported more easily. It includes privatization of public enterprises. It allows easier access for foreign companies to set up industries in India. This is also known as marketization or market-based process to solve economic, social or political problems. Marketization or the use of markets or market-based processes rather than government regulations or policies to solve social, political or economic problems. These include relaxation or removal of economic control, privatization of industries and removing government control over wages and prices. Those who advocate marketization believe that these steps will promote economic growth and prosperity because private industries is more efficient than government-owned industries. Now, let us discuss some impact of globalization and liberalization in India. As we know that globalization refers to increasing connectivity, integration and independence in the economic, social, technological, cultural, political and ecological sphere. Liberalization refers to the economic activities free from state's control that are decided by the market forces. Example, liberal economic laws. Since 1980s, India entered a new era in its economic history following the changes in economic policy from one of state-led development to liberalization. Some of the major changes are as follows. rise in economic income and competition. The overall income of people has gone up. They got jobs in MNCs. India has made rapid progress in many fields like telecom, software, hotels, aviation, pharmacy, insurance, etc. India's participation in the world market has increased. Foreign investment has increased significantly. Foreign companies, particularly food processing companies like Coca-Cola, Pepsi, entered in Indian market. Now foreign companies can manufacture and sell product in India easily. The communication sector has shown revolutionary change. Connectivity and knowledge exposure reacted to the common people. Next, globalization and liberalization have negative impact also. The farmers and small enterprises could not compete with professionally equipped foreign investors. Second, farmers are gradually losing the advantages of subsidized facilities. Third, privatization may lead to insecurity of jobs. Fourth, globalization may have improved the economy of the country, but the advantages had not reached to the common people of country. A negative net impact on India, that is, the cost and disadvantages will be more than the advantages and benefit. In some sector of Indian industries like software and information technology or agriculture like fish or fruit may benefit from access to a global market, but other sectors like automobiles, electronics will lose. That's it. With this we had done with our fourth chapter, that is market as social institution. In next class we will start with our fifth chapter. Till then, take care. Goodbye.